Hello, boys, babes, and all of you beans in between. What is up, and welcome back. We are back and not dead. That's the miracle. Yes, that is the miracle. So that's the basic thing. I've been doing a little bit of mining off camera. Been planning some things, looking towards stuff. That's the wrong box. We mined up all of these diamonds, and I am curious how many we're gonna get from this. Let's play a really quick game. If you have a guess as to how many diamonds we're gonna get from this, put it into the comments. Why? Because I said so. But we're gonna go ahead and pillar up and see how many we get from this. I'm putting my money at 60. If it's more, great. If it's less, oh well. But I'm putting mine at 60. Comment what you think it's gonna be. I would appreciate that. We are going to hippity hop our way all the way up to the sky, and we're going to do the redstone first because I do need the redstone for a later project. But we have a couple things we want to work on today. One of those is that we are going to be going somewhere way over there, finding the pillager outposts that I have out there, figuring out how to turn that into a farm so that that thing be more useful. Following that, this is a silk touch pick. I just made a silk touch pick. I should have named them, but I didn't. But following that, we're going to be doing a little bit more cleanup around here. I know I planted all these other trees like literally 2 episodes ago, but we have a couple more like tree designs I've made that we're going to come stick in and around the area. So hopefully that will feed well into that stuff. Additionally, I think we're going to begin the process of scouting out the nether. But let's see how many diamonds we got. Woo! 63, more than I thought. Just barely, but it is more than I thought. So we'll take it. Okay, let's go ahead and deposit our new redstone in here. We'll leave the diamonds in here just for the sake of it. But that's pretty dang good. Look at that. Love it. Okay, let us continue onward into another little adventure. What was it doing? Oh yeah, gotta find the outpost. Okie dokie. So I was doing a little research, trying to figure out what I needed for this project. And the answer is a lot more string than I have. That ain't gonna cut it. So, good news, kind of, was when I was doing my mining, I was just kind of poking around some caves down beneath here, added some more to my strip mine, ended up stumbling upon another one of those skeletons. I found one. I don't break them out. I think they're super cool to leave down there. I don't like collecting them. I found one earlier in this world as well. That's somewhere in the cave systems down here. But I found another one. Mine around that, picking up diamonds. Kept going past it and stumbled upon a spawner. We have not found a spawner yet, except for the ones in the trial chambers until now. So this is a very good progression for us. In the sense of, I didn't have one of these previously, and I needed one. So, I am like 90% sure this is a spider spawner. I didn't check. But, given the current state of the things that I need for this upcoming project, I'm not going to turn this into a full farm. It would be convenient to have that around here. Don't get me wrong, though. It is very far back here. And that is, unfortunately, not ideal in terms of like efficiency to get to it, because it's back here, like tucked all the way back here. See, we found it, but it is a spider spawner, so like that's useful. That's useful. I did leave some stuff down here while I was doing this, and I think that what I'm gonna do is a little dumb. We're gonna grab this deep slate. We're gonna make it spawnable. Oh, yep, that immediately started working. Hey. I think this is gonna be, unfortunately, how we have to get our, string. Which sucks, because it's not the most efficient. What we're gonna do now is this number. And it can't get through to us because they're not cave spiders. But we can get them. So I need like 3 stacks of this to make the fully optimized farm that I'm looking at. I don't need a crazy farm. I really just need enough to get me by. But I do want it to be one that I don't have to spend a lot of time at. I'm not a huge fan of AFKing in this world if I can help it. But it's an option. Hey, mister, look at me. Now back up. Will more of you spawn? But yeah, I'm gonna hack away at this so we can get this. Hopefully it won't take too long. Oh, alrighty, string mission accomplished. Here is our lovely this thing. Whatever it's called. Pillager outpost. Yep, that's the word I was looking for. We have found the pillager outpost. We love it. It's great to see it. I'm terrified of this prospect. Hold on while it begins to look normal. One problem is I didn't consider is I don't think I grabbed enough wood for this. Whee! I also don't fully know how much I will have to do to this to build this. So that's a thing. There we go. Look at this. I hadn't looted this yet. So you know, this is pretty good. Great. I'm gonna go figure out what exactly I have to do to make this into a farm. I need those banner guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll figure it out though. Let's go. Okay, so we are got 2 layers into this. Yeah, 2 layers in. I've got 2 of these things built, but I'm running into a problem. Oh, there's far too many of these buggers. Like the spawn rate on these are something I've never seen before in my life. I have never had such an aggressive quantity of these guys spawn when I work in one of these places. And I already have, it's not in my pocket. I put them back in our little chest we're working out of over there. I already have quite a fair number of bottles. I think it's 5. And that would already get me a chest worth of the tourism undying. So I think we're gonna pause this project until I can circle back with like invis potions and some better armor. And then I can like speed spawn proof down there and then knock out the rest of this. The farm time we're using is one that was done by Waddles or what something like that, but that is what we're using. In theory that'll work fine. It's similar to which farm I've built before. It's not too difficult, but I am running into the conundrum of I simply cannot continue building because of these guys. Interesting. Didn't realize those couldn't stack. But yeah, I think we're gonna evacuate it for the time being. I think we'll circle back to it at a later date. Because right now, I've got more than I need. Right now, I'm set, and it's not like I'm gonna be running a bunch of trial chambers. So I think I'm be kind to myself. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna go work on some trees. Because that's a little more peaceful, a little less stressful, less likely to kill me. And it's not gonna kill me, but it's less likely, you know? So, we're gonna go do that and take a break. Because these guys are pointy, and I'm sick of being poked. Let's get moving. Nothing quite relaxes like building a tree. What a lovely thing. We have another one now. I definitely am going to keep doing this. This creates such a nice, like, framing down here. I think I unfortunately am going to have to reduce my firefly bushes. The particles are a little excessive. I do like them, I really do, but I do think we need to reduce them just a little bit. I think we'll do more of these bushes as we get around. But I'm very happy with how this tree looks. It is super cute. It fits wonderfully with the rest of the things that are in the space. And I would love to continue to move them around. Unfortunately, these little things take forever to get the layout figured out and creative, and then to bring it back over here. It is an excessive process, in my opinion. But once we have like 2 more, I think I'm going to do 2 smaller ones after this. And then we will have a good, like, rotation of them that we can then, like, spin them or rotate them or reflect them. And that'll help make them look at different trees throughout the space without, like, getting carried away. I would like to try and just overall in this area replace this tree, this tree, this tree. Probably 1 or 2 out on the edges. I'm going to leave that oak one for now. But then, like, stick 1 or 2 over here. Replace these. Just, like, for the most part, clean up the edges of the area. Because overall, they just make such a stark change to the space without being excessive. I really like it. Now, we have got to continue on some other projects. I said one of the ones we're going to try and do today was find ourselves a bastion out in the nether. Now, in theory, that shouldn't be too hard. Theory. There's a lot of theory here. But we have a loose, like, set of space we can go look around in. That should be plenty of rockets. So we're going to go figure that out. I should, for the smartness of things, throw on a golden hat. I need my feather falling for my own sanity. But before we go anywhere, we're going to be smart, and we're going to put on golden helmet. We're also going to grab some some of our golden apples. So we have them. There we go. An extra one of these. This is if we were going to go explore it right now. We're not doing that. We're going to go find one and then circle back to explore more later. But if we can locate it, that'll do us a huge favor in terms of dealing with this down the road. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that there are iron golems here. Hi, guys. Okay. I am not sure what direction I want to start in. Hi there. Because I know that direction is our fortress. I don't want to go that way because we don't really explore this way too much. I spent a fair amount of time getting gas tiers. I forget why I was using them. But I think we should poke this way. Just because we really haven't explored too much out here. And I will admit, Distance Horizons is probably going to make this a little easier than it would be otherwise, because it does load things much further out for me. Ooh, another fortress. But yeah. Now that we do have Totems Undying, though, I do think we are going to actually go back and end up finishing that Blaze farm we didn't finish so many episodes ago. That was so long ago now I think about it. But we are going to try and go back and finish that, I think. Is that a bastion? What is that? No, that is not. But I think we are going to try and circle back and finish that farm. We haven't yet. Now that I have a little bit of extra protection against being absolutely murked by blazes, I think that'll be good. In addition to, we have fire resistant potions, so it'll just be a matter of protecting ourselves against their, like, aggressive slamming into you. Okay, the lack of bastion at this efficiency is upsetting. Let's circle back. I think we should go look in the direction of the fortress. Yo, I was trying to go back home and I went a different direction. Is that a bastion? That's a bastion. Oh my gosh. You know, now I think about it, I think we've seen this before. I think... Yes, because this is the pathway we followed to get over here to get the pearls. Oh my gosh, wait, we've known where one is the whole time. Oh dear gods, why am I like this? Hello there. Yay, we got the achievement. Okay, we know where this is. In theory, I can go back this direction and be back home. Yes, it's not that far at all. Wow, okay. Well, that's good to know. We can continue the preparations for that. I'm not planning to do that this episode. That is a commitment that I am not up for quite yet. But I do want to start the process of looking into getting netherite. Now, the big project that I think I need to start to tackle off camera, because we're going to run into a conundrum soon if I don't do it, is I need a new creeper farm. We discussed this last time when I was like, oh no, they want me to take down my mob farm, which is now this beautiful tree. Look how much nicer that is. We could not have enjoyed this space quite the same. But I think the plan is going to be, we're going to stick the farm underneath everything. I say this because down here where the collection system was for it, this space back here does not seem to have any, like, massive water caves. Like, if we take it down and go down, like, how many blocks is that? Like, 15 blocks down. And then we can clear out a small-ish space. That's the thing. Creeper farms, to be efficient, do not require a ton of space. I just need to do the lighting and get some snow golems, which... Didn't I? Yes, I did. I did go and find some snow last episode, and we got ourselves a snow golem over here, which means we now have infinite snow, which is very good. Which room did I stick him in? I think he's in here with bamboo. Yeah. So now we got an infinite snow because of that guy, which is great. We love to see that. I'm kind of think my farm's broken. Oh, well. But we now have that, so we can make that process. I'm going to go map out the space I need to dig out. We're going to be building that too soonish, because once again, if I want to do a lot of things, we're going to need gunpowder. And especially if I want to get netherite, I don't want to be hand mining all of that. TNT is the way to go in that field, in my opinion. So we will need to get more gunpowder to make that happen. I will need to adventure out to some more of the deserts and get sand, because unfortunately there is no other way to get sand besides literally dragging ourselves out to the desert that way, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna go figure out layout plans for creeper farm tucked down here. And in theory, it doesn't need to be the most efficient, but this specific farm is one I've been using on my multiplayer server that I play on over on Hypermine. In addition to a bunch of people have been using this design, and it's been working pretty dang good. So I am gonna use it. Let's get that started. Alrighty, so we have definitely knocked out a section of this. Similar to the design that I have previously stated, the system that this works off of is you have a little snow wall in the middle. They pelt the creepers that will spawn here, which the best way to prevent anything other than creeper spawning is doing a, what are they called? Trapdoor roof. So it's just under 2 blocks tall, because that means less things can spawn. And then by doing carpets, you prevent spiders from spawning. Now, my specific one that I use is only this wide. I'm debating if we're going to make it wider or if I'm just going to do more layers. I'm leaning towards the layers because that just works out better. But we can then use this exact same shape and drop it down like 5 or 6 times. And boom, we got a pretty productive creeper farm, and the lower layers will obviously get better spawning rates if I'm up on the surface, because we are not far below the surface at all. Like if I pop over there, that's one of the like caves I covered up with the mud up top. So yeah, this is started. I am gonna obviously keep digging at this as we move on through this process. Where are my... I had to empty my pockets a couple of times because it's a lot of blocks. A lot of blocks. And it's nice having silk touch, but at the same time I'm looking at it being like, oh, the cobblestone's nicer for the sake of redstone. But I'm not doing enough redstone that I can really justify it right now. But I'll make sure I do some more just so that we're not running low on it. But I am putting these guys to work, dumping all these supplies I'm getting into their pockets for them to sort out for me, which is always convenient. But we have definitely collected a vast number of ores for all of this process. Oh, hi, Kit. But we are well on our way in this process, and I do believe that unfortunately this is where I have run out of time for the day. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have stuck around this long, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Kit says so too. If you have also enjoyed what you've seen, please make sure you like or comment or something. Or tell me that I'm awful or something. I don't know. You pick your poison. I could be the absolute worst, and just let me know. Why not? Funny. But on that note, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, I love this tree. It's a great day, and go have a lovely rest of your day. Drink some water, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye now.